Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mercedes and this is the She Critiques platform where we discuss new and old, classic and modern day cinema. And if you've been following along, you know that I've been going through 101 films that you must see in your lifetime. This is my personal curated list of my favorite movies of all time, films that I've grown up on, hold near and dear to the heart, or just films that are cinema classics, cinema greats, paying homage. So today we're coming in with number 47. This will be number 47 on our list. And I don't know what it's going to be yet because we're going to do a random draw from my personal DVD collection. If you don't know, I usually choose a film from my DVD collection that I've seen. I've seen all these films 100 times. And we're just going to go with it. And I'm going to tell you what I know off the top of my head about that film. So before we get started with our number 47, I want to introduce to you my Blackflix Trivia card game. Blackflix Trivia is a card game dedicated to classic cinema with usually starring Black actors, Black directors. It's trivia, but it's also, you know, name three. So you could always play this game numerous times and people will always have different answers to the questions. For example, you have a card that might say name three Netflix original series. Anybody can play that game. You don't have to be Black. It's a good time. You can get your deck of Blackflix Trivia on my website at www.chiccritiques.com and start playing. Have a good time with that. Okay, folks? Blackflix Trivia. Now, getting into our number 47. Number 47 on our list. Are you ready? Let's choose from the deck. Joking. Let's go to the back. We haven't been to the back in a while. Let's take this one out. I'll show you before I look, okay? You see that one? You see what it is? Ah, The Best Man. Oh, The Best Man. This is a good one, y'all. Okay, The Best Man. If you've seen The Best Man, go ahead and hit that like button right now. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the films that we're going through on my 101 list of films that you must see in your lifetime. Okay, so let's talk The Best Man. The Best Man is directed by Malcolm Lee, one of my favorite directors. And it stars Nia Long, Taye Diggs, Morris Chestnut, Monica Calhoun, Sanaa Lathan, Terrence Howard, Harold Pinot. I don't know how to say his last name, y'all. And this young lady, I always forget her name. What is her name? What's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about? The one who slept with Terrence Howard. Melissa De Sosa. Melissa De Sosa. That's her right here. Can you see? You see Nia? Look at Nia. Oh, look at they look like they really love each other. So anyway, the fact of the matter is The Best Man came out in 1999. Came out in 1999. It's written and directed by Malcolm Lee. And the cast is star-studded, as you can see. And it's the story of clearly a wedding. It's a wedding-themed film. But the best man, played by Taye Diggs, who plays Harper. He's the author who has now written a book that's going to be published. And his friends, these are all college friends, his friends have gotten a hold of his book and they're reading it. And guess what? The book tells the story of some of their indiscretions in college and so many hidden things that have happened that he doesn't necessarily want to be uncovered before this big wedding happens, because it could blow up if you haven't seen it. I think we're going to have to give homage to The Best Man, The Best Man Holiday. We're going to have to do a double whammy. So this is going to be number 47 and number 48. The Best Man and The Best Man Holiday, because they are both solid films that have to absolutely be on my list. I love me some Malcolm Lee. I actually met Malcolm Lee, the director, before. I met him a long time ago. I was working in New York City on Barbershop 3. Yeah, it was Barbershop 3, and he was directing it. And I got a call to work on this show when I was at home in New Jersey, and they only needed me for a week as they were doing like some pickup scenes for the film. So I went in and I worked in the office. Actually, you know, this story's a little weird because the experience itself was a little, it was pretty taxing, but that had nothing to do with Malcolm Lee. Malcolm Lee walked into our office one day and this is the first time I met him. And I kid you not, I've met a lot of famous people in my life, and I'm just regular. Like, they don't really faze me. Maybe because I work in entertainment that I'm just not starstruck like that. And who would have known when Malcolm Lee walked in that I would be flabbergasted? I've never been, I was like, not starstruck, but I was just like, oh my God, this is Malcolm Lee. Like, he has literally directed some of my favorite films of all time. Like, I don't even, and he shook my hand, and he shook my hand in a way of saying like, okay, young lady, like, I see you. You know, it was like a respect thing, because I was the only black girl in the office. And here he is, you know, a black director, and we were surrounded really by our white counterparts and colleagues. So anyway, great experience meeting Mr. Malcolm Lee. He was so dope. And go see The Best Man if you've never seen it, and then go see The Best Man Holiday, which is the sequel that follows this story. The Best Man Holiday kind of talks about just where they are now. I believe it was almost like 20 years later they did The Best Man Holiday, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a Christmas movie. Well, it's Christmas time, but to see these characters again on screen again, you know, just back into their world. Best Man Holidays, it took it up a notch. And sometimes with sequels, they don't always do that. Sometimes you get a sequel from a classic film and you hate it, but he didn't do that. Best Man Holiday was so good. I'm glad that they took their time. They found the right script. The characters were still the same, just a little evolved, and you love it. And then he did The Best Man Final Chapters on Peacock, which gave you, you know, a series. That was a one-time, one-off series where he gave you multiple episodes, seeing where these characters are, what they're doing now. I mean, they have taken The Best Man and taken it to a whole nother level. Can we also talk about when Morris Chestnut walked in on The Best Man? Because when we first see Morris Chestnut, where he at? There go Morris. Look at this. Look at some of these back pictures too. Look. Always. Yeah, and then at the wedding, and then the guys. Look at that. Anyway, when Morris Chestnut walked in his opening scene, when we first see Morris, and he walked in and he had on his little cross necklace, and he was coming down the stairs and he was licking his lips and all that, you know, he was looking at Morris like, ooh, what's going on? Anyway, Morris Chestnut was fine. He is fine. Morris Chestnut is fine, y'all. He is 90s black love movie fine, okay? Anyway, The Best Man, and then go see The Best Man Holiday. That is number 47 and 48, right? Yeah, that's where we at. 47 and 48 on my list of films that you must see in your lifetime. 101 films that you must see in your lifetime, okay? And then make sure you get Blackflix Trivia at www.shecritiques.com. Peace.